Hey, what's up, y'all? It's popping this D. About to react to this impressive vid. This is Future regrets losing Ciara. Keke Palmer isn't as popular as Zendaya due to colorism. And Megan. Okay, so we're gonna see, what she talking about in this vid. Also, side note, make sure y'all subscribe to my second channel, D Reactions. Link down in the description. I upload daily over there as well, so go check that out. Anyway, yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the impressive channel. Megan Thee Stallion released her latest single, Pressurelicious, this past Friday.
I don't like it.
And the song features Future.
I don't like it.
And a lot of her fans noticed that Future did not bother to promote the song.
Ooh.
Instead, Future promoted his own song called Love You Better. And side note,
Whoa,
I love You Better. But that's
song.
besides the point. Anyway, Future promoted his new single, Love You Better, but he did not once mention his single with Megan Thee Stallion. He didn't promote it on any of his social media platforms, and it was very noticeable. Now, I do understand that collaborations is nothing more than business, okay? A lot of times rappers collaborate with other artists to get paid, so they don't necessarily feel the need to overextend themselves and promote a song if it's not theirs. It would make sense for them to do so because they're benefiting from it, but they don't have to do it. And I don't think Future had to promote Pressurelicious, but it definitely would have been helpful for Megan. Megan's first day streaming numbers for this particular song wasn't overly impressive. And also, the rollout for this song was kind of messed up because it got leaked. So she could have used the extra promotion, but I don't necessarily think the promotion would have helped simply because people weren't really feeling the song. And I have to admit myself, I didn't care for it. It reminded me of her song Don't Stop with Young Thug. It was just really underwhelming and redundant. And Megan unfortunately put herself in this box where she only talks about sexual things. That's all she promotes. And it's kind of overshadowed her talent because Megan can actually rap, but people are not into what she has to say anymore because everything she's done right now has been super predictable. And a song like Pressurelicious is not marketable at all. And I think putting Future on there didn't help either. I think she was hoping that Future...
I was actually excited when I saw they had a song together. I was like, oh shit, this is probably about to be fired, but it was not.
Would help the song gain traction, but he didn't do anything for the song. He didn't even promote it. And I don't think people like the song either. So I think Megan has to really read the room and start pushing herself to go outside of this box that she placed herself into. She has to do something different. If something is not working after a while, it's time to switch it up and do something different. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Future's video for Love You Better. Now, I do love the song Love You Better, but I found the video to be very, very interesting because Future really made it apparent that he was actually singing about Ciara. I'm sure some of y'all are aware that Future and Ciara used to date. They were even engaged at one point, and they do share a son together, but their relationship ended badly. They broke off their engagement. It was reported that they weren't compatible. However, there were rumors that Future was actually cheating on Ciara. And he allegedly was messing around with one of his baby mamas, Brittany Millie, while he was with Ciara. So their whole relationship just ended very messy, and Ciara was left heartbroken and she was also left to be a single mother, which is not something she was expecting. So it was a rough time for her. But after that breakup, she met the NFL player Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson really loved Ciara, and he gave her the love that she always wanted. And he became a father figure for her son, and they ended up getting married. Now, Future was very salty about this. He went on his radio show blasting Russell and Ciara, and the reason why he was so upset is he knew that Ciara was the one who got away. So in his video, Love You...
I'm drinking codeine. How you gonna fuck with a nigga drinking creatine? That was so fucking stupid. What song was that? I forgot, but this nigga said something about how you go from a nigga drinking codeine to a nigga drinking creatine.
Better. He's basically mourning the loss of his relationship with Ciara. And he had the actress from P-Valley named Shanell play Ciara. And there was another actor in the video who played Russell Wilson. And Future was kind of wearing the clown face in the video and looking at her with regret. And he was heartbroken that she fell out of love with him and found somebody better for her. And it took Future a while to admit it, but in this song, he's definitely revealing that he lost a good woman. Now, it could be that he's using the fake Ciara and fake Russell in the video to gain attention for his single. Obviously, he knows people are going to point it out and talk about it. However, I do believe that he truly regrets losing Ciara. Now, on to the last topic. I want to talk about this whole Keke Palmer and Zendaya discussion that happened on Twitter. Several people on Twitter were comparing Keke Palmer and Zendaya's careers. And they were saying that Keke is not as mainstream as Zendaya because of colorism. Now, here are some of the tweets, and shout out to the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram for taking a screenshot of these tweets. This Twitter user said, I would like someone to do a deep dive on the similarities and differences between Keke Palmer and Zendaya's careers. This may be one of the clearest examples of how colorism plays out in Hollywood. They both were child stars, but their mainstream popularity is very different. They are two incredibly talented Virgo queens who each have an Emmy, but in different categories. Keke Palmer has done so much throughout her career, yet people are saying Note movie is her breakout role. Euphoria is what is considered Zendaya's breakout role, but that makes sense. The reason I chose Zendaya is because she's considered to be mainstream and is a triple threat. Can act, sing, and dance, was also a child star, and the similarities go on and on. But if Zendaya was darker, I don't know that she would be considered mainstream by their definition. Someone else said Keke's net worth is $7 million and Zendaya's is $20 million. Keke has been a mainstream success since her career began and has put in substantially more work. She should be one of the highest paid entertainers in the game, so yes, it's colorism. Now, this conversation opened up a slew of different responses. Some people feel like it's unnecessary to compare the two actresses. And I can understand why some people feel this way because they both are actually very accomplished and very talented in their own right. So
I'm sorry, I like Zendaya's acting better.
However, I will say Keke has definitely had to work harder to get some of the same looks in her career. And it's hard to ignore the discussion about colorism because I do think it plays a part. Keke Palmer, in my opinion, is more talented than 90% of the people in the entertainment industry. And this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like she is the female version of Jamie Foxx. And some people watching this might disagree with it, and I get it, but Keke is multi-talented. I mean, she could sing, she could dance, she could act, she could write, she could produce, she could do improv, she could do comedy, she could direct, she could do it all, literally. She has a wide range of talent, but I will say this. I feel like she needs more major opportunities to show everybody everything she could do. And this is one of the reasons why I was very excited to hear that she was going to be starring in Jordan Peele's movie Note, because it was finally an opportunity for Keke to showcase her range as an actress on a mainstream scale. And now more people are seeing how talented Keke really is. And mind you, Keke has been showing her talent. This is nothing new. She's been working consistently in the industry since she was a child. And she has worked on so many different projects, from starring in different movies to working on smaller, more independent roles to hosting TV shows. She has done a lot, but she hasn't had as much big mainstream colossal moments in her career, at least for somebody with her talent and work ethic and consistency. And this is why some people are now comparing her to Zendaya, because they're questioning why Zendaya's popularity is greater than Keke's. They both are multi-talented and they both had similar starts. Keke has been in the entertainment industry longer than Zendaya actually, but Zendaya has reached to the top a lot faster. And she's one of the most prominent young actresses in Hollywood right now. She has starred in multiple blockbuster films, and she's starring in a huge Emmy-winning TV show called Euphoria. And this is not to say that Zendaya doesn't deserve to be where she is, because Zendaya is also very hardworking and she's very talented. So we're not going to minimize Zendaya in this discussion, but we also can't ignore the fact that colorism does play a part in why Zendaya's career progressed a lot faster than Keke's. And Zendaya herself even admitted this during one of her interviews in Cosmopolitan. And I actually did a whole breakdown about this in one of my videos called The Sad Stories About Black Disney Girls. And if you get a chance, watch it. It's very good. But Zendaya talked about colorism, and she did acknowledge that her skin tone puts her at an advantage. So this colorism topic is a real thing. It's a real issue. And women are still fighting today to break down those barriers. Now, after this whole discussion went viral on Twitter, Keke did respond to what people were saying, and she said, "A great example of colorism is to believe I can be compared to anyone. I'm the youngest talk show host ever, check. I'm the first black woman to star in her own show on Nickelodeon, check. And the youngest and first black Cinderella on Broadway, check. I am an incomparable
You better fucking let them know.
This is Keke Palmer. I've been a leading lady since I was 11 years old. I have over 100 credits and currently starring in an original screenplay that's the #1 film at the box office.
I've had a blessed career thus far. Can't ask for more. But God continues to surprise me.
That on that, Keke said, "Listen, don't play with me. Don't minimize my career to fit these narratives." And listen, I don't blame Keke for responding the way she responded. I mean, she's very accomplished in her own right. But I think the sad thing
making
is
it seem like I'm some charity case.
At least not everybody. And it goes back to my point that Keke hasn't had as much big mainstream moments to really show people everything she can do. Because if she had those big mainstream moments, we wouldn't be having discussions about how underrated she is now. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below.
I mean, I guess it's kind of an odd discussion to have and to put so much energy into this. Especially Keke seems very content with where she is, and she's very proud of her success, as she should be. I think it's odd to just grab a dark-skinned chick and a light-skinned chick with kind of similar career paths and be like, she's not as successful because she's darker. Like, okay, like how you cannot measure these things, so you really can't say. Obviously colorism is a very real thing, but I personally like Zendaya way better. I like her acting better. I like her personality as it appears, you know, from like videos and shit that I've watched. I like that better. I just find her to be more likable, you know, personally. But, you know, I'm sure colorism did catapult her, you know, for sure. I'm not denying that. But I just feel like to be like, oh, it's only because Keke is darker while she's not at Zendaya's level. Like, you can't measure these things. You have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. You have no idea about anything, actually. So it's just so odd when people have these conversations and go into depth, into detail, like y'all know these people and y'all know what's going on with their careers. It's just odd. It's very odd. But, you know, I think they're both doing their thing. So shout out to both of them. Just let them be great in their own right. I don't understand why we need to do this. Weird. Anyway, cool video though. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.